Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to Trail Time. What I'm hoping to do here is just give people a little bit of idea of what we do at Alameda Park and some of the decisions we make and why we make those decisions. First up today, our request, here's the overarching theme of this video, is please don't ride trails during the freeze-thaw. When they start to thaw, it's time to go find something else to do, and that's the message. Now, I need to explain why we ask these things, because people have said, well, it's just dirt, no big deal. What you really need to understand for a little bit is just the decisions we've made here and the trail construction choices we've made with this park in making it what it is at this point today, over 7 years into the project. First up, water always wins. So that's the thing to keep in mind. No matter what you do in trail construction, ultimately water is going to win the battle. It's going to win the war. We might win small battles here and there, but in the long term, water will always revert back to making everything go away. That's just the way it works. And we get a lot of water here in western Pennsylvania, and we also have even more difficulty because if you've seen our roads around the region, we have a lot of problem with the freeze-thaw cycle, and that's the big topic of today. When we build the trails here, we're building on a clay base. We dig down, we get clay, which is effectively Pennsylvania gold. It's really wonderful. Clay is a fantastic building material. We don't have many rocks in the park, so we're stuck with that, which is great because clay, whenever it is properly put in place, compacted well, really does a great job of shedding water. The only time that clay becomes a problem is whenever it gets saturated and has water in it. Then it tends to break down very quickly, and whenever it rehardens, it hardens into whatever shape it was, and that can actually further the problems that we have with water. Trails holding water and then not draining properly. So the first decision that we made, and we've made the past couple years, is to take care and clean the leaves off the trail. Now, some people say leave the leaves on the trail, it gives an insulating layer, and while that is true to an extent, the way the trails have been built here at Alameda Park, they are designed to shed water naturally and get the water off the bottom in the drains. What happens with the leaves is the leaves will tend to clog the drains when they start to break down, make organic material, get all mixed in, and then cause issues as far as getting the water off the trails, letting the clay break down even more, and making a mess of everything. So here's what I'd like to show you for today, and I'm going to just show you a little bit of the trail that we have here. This little section on Get Out of Dodge, you can see has become rutted up right through here. And what has happened is it's been ridden whenever it's started to thaw out. The water's been on it, and now it's created ruts. Now at the bottom part of this, the silt, as the clay gets broken down, it silts in too, and it clogs this drain so that the water is not able to be shed off the trail. Well, that's probably going to need some fixing in the spring, and it is quite possibly an avoidable circumstance if we can just have a little bit of respect for what goes on with the trails. So I guess here's where it is. We'll do some more things to clarify, but we've spent a lot of time behind the scenes explaining to people why we've made the decisions here at the park. Our whole goal is to have an awesome trail system as much as we can year-round. Unfortunately, the Pennsylvania winter this year has been particularly bad because we've been experiencing almost daily freeze-thaw cycles. So if you can ride frozen trails, fantastic, do so. If you can give them a few days to thaw out, great. But the problem is whenever we have this yo-yo effect of frozen overnight, thawing during the day, the trails aren't getting the chance to dry out. People are riding them. It's leaving the ruts in the trails. It's breaking down the top layer that we have already plate compacted, leaving the soil to silt, clogging the drains, and then just going on from there. So just wanted to explain a little bit. This ran a little bit longer than I was hoping, but I hope it's helpful to you. And again, I'm here at Alameda Park. This is particular to our trail system. Other places do other things. Ideally, if we had lots of rocks, we wouldn't have to make this request nearly as much because the trails would be better during the rocky season, during the rainy season, but although some people might not enjoy the trails as much as they do because these are fast, flowy trails here. Thank you. Have a great day.